Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Today's Monday, the 17th of May 2021, and I'm happy to be here. I hope you are. I hope you had a good weekend. I did. I did some really lovely readings for folks over the weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and a couple yesterday. So, yeah, shout out to all my peeps who supported that. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Let's get right to the today's message, which are right here. And I'll say really quickly, I am about an hour late popping on here today. Usually I'll get in anywhere between 5:30 and 6ish, sometimes 5. And I wasn't sure what I was going to talk about today. It took me a while to land and to tune in and to get grounded and to feel what I was feeling, because there was some funky stuff happening, and I wasn't sure how that was going. Anyway, I shuffled, and these two popped out. An interesting couple, to be honest. Divine Director, intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring, and that we are to know what we're being guided towards our own happiness. That's our purpose for being here, is happiness. I think that's what really got me twisted a bit, because I wasn't feeling that happy. And I think that's why I took a step back and, well, why am I not feeling happy? What's going on? A little bit burdensome, a few earthbound things that have popped up, stuck energy I want to move through. And then Canunus comes forward, which is about life force, expressing the driving passion through sensuality, sexuality, and using those powers to increase forward movement, creativity. And sometimes when the energy feels stuck, stagnant, when we are not paying attention to our desires and the things that make us happy, or in this case, following our desires, using the purpose that causes us to be happy, and finding that the old habits keep creeping in. It is as if those of us who have been seeking a more inspired, motivated, lighter, brighter, lifted, cleaner way are being reminded that life isn't always that way. And if we're wanting to forge a brighter, lighter, clearer, kinder, compassionate, loving way ahead, we have to look at really the reasons it hasn't worked before and what we've done to perhaps sabotage it. And so oftentimes, especially here, I spend a long time in between busy days reflecting, responding, listening. I'm doing a lot of soul-searching meditation, listening to books, reading books, and they have been incredibly advantageous for me and helpful for me to focus on, like, the daily spiritual practice which I'm bringing you. And oftentimes some of that stuff can get a bit heady. It's time to get in the garden, it's time to do the work, it's time to ground. And I do that. I do that on walks, I do that outside with nature, I do that tending the garden, feeding birds, just being around really the things that matter. We're in a state right now where there's a great deal of frustration happening on the planet, in our society. Many people are looking for change, wanting change, and the rampant news cycle of do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, come here, go there, up here, down there, it gets frustrating, it gets old, and I can see where people are just like, they've had enough, myself included. So before I come on here presenting anything to anybody, I want to make sure my whole energy center is clean and clear, bright and cheerful, because what will be the point of me adding on more nonsense to that? So I hope this makes sense. This reading makes sense. Our purpose is to follow the bliss and to find the bliss within ourselves, to follow the happiness, to go after what makes us happy, and to be reminded that we deserve that. We've worked for it, understand it, and put to rest any naysayers, including ourselves. Put to rest any of the denial that we've been stuck with. I couldn't do that, I shouldn't, I'm not, all that, stop it. This is not the time to do this. We're on the precipice of breakthroughs moving forward. Let's not let that momentum go. I was reminded this past few days by my interaction with people how much other people's influence on our lives mean and make things mean. And what occurred to me after I'm reflecting on the various spiritual connections I had with people, real people, not just the spirit guides, is how many are denying their own power. Even those who are out in front claiming their power, talking about, how they're good at this, great at that, look at me, see me. All that's great. But there's a part of it that I don't feel and I don't believe. We have to believe it. We have to stop letting other people have the power that we have. Help other people, for sure, when they are going for it and they need a little helping hand and they need a little extra push. They need a bit of coaching, for sure. Listen to what they've got to say and encourage them to move forward and keep going. Growth, moving past some of the nitty-gritty nonsense that we put ourselves through, some of the habits we have to push through. Like, for example, if folks are looking for more abundance in their life, better health, they want to feel better about things, they want to have a meaningful, loving, kind and nurturing, prosperous relationship. They're still stuck in the idea that it's not happening, not possible. And those are the places where we feel comfortable, where the ego gets to run rampant, where we get to deny ourselves all the things that we're supposed to be doing, all the things that we're meant to be doing. So it takes an effort, and it is a challenge to get down into the baseline of it and pull ourselves up to lift the vibration. Let's get on and read the daily message from Melanie Beatty's book. Let me put this back on there, back with you. May 17th. Happiness is within reach. How weird is this? These two cards and now this. Unrelated, but they're related. What we need to be happy is a question we often forget to ask ourselves. What do we need to be happy? Is there something you could do for yourself that would make you happy? Put a spring in your step, a smile in your heart? Many of us haven't asked ourselves that question enough. Some of us haven't asked it at all. Or have we? We haven't answered it. Instead, we diligently search for our path, for the way through our lives, through our current situation or circumstances, never taking the time to ask ourselves what would make us happy, what would feel good to us. Then we wonder why life feels so hard, why life feels so difficult, why life feels so unrewarding. Discovering what would make us happy can help us through any difficulty in life. It can help us through the quieter moments of our day. It can help us make larger, more significant decisions. It can help us in our work, especially if we look into our hearts and answer honestly, what would make you happy? It's a simple question, but one with profound consequences. Asking and answering that question, then acting on it, is often our path. Ooh, I got goosebumps. A path that will lead us to the next step. A path that is our next best interest. We will be choosing our destiny. Ooh, even more goosebumps. Thank you, angels. And the destiny we're choosing is joy. Oh, what would make you happy? Ask. Ask often. think about your answer, then you may well find the answer is within reach. I think what would make me happy is an increase in connectivity with people, more of doing this work, this kind of intuitive consultation work. To me, it feels like brotherly love, giving a perspective to somebody who perhaps isn't feeling it. What would make me happy? Continuing to share, teach, learn, and grow, and then continuing to become independent, to be independent. Yes, to be able to have what I want when I want it and not worry about where the funds are going to come to pay for it. That's been my little sticking point. That's been my little bit of, ooh, yeah, this whole feeling that, and it comes from way back. I think it's the purpose of working through it. Old habits, old programming. Part of rejection, I think, too. Denying ourselves the wonderful things in life that we should have, we deserve to have. And then trying to be grateful for what we do have and how that happened. Answering my own questions, aren't I? Which is a good thing. Right, let's meditate, my friends. Get your feet flat on the floor. This morning, let's start with palms facing upward in receiving mode. Take a big breath in. Let it out. And I'm going to begin with a prayer forward. And you can repeat it after me. Make it your own. Make it part of you and what you're asking for. And then we'll move through the meditation, almost a visualization, which I think will help us all. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Ascended Masters, for removing the ties that bind me from people, places, situations, stories, and other nonsense I no longer want or need or no longer serves my purpose. And thank you for removing those ties right now. I am grateful for your presence. I'm grateful for your help. I am lifting the burdens of my world and this world off my shoulders. I declare that I'm safe, I'm free, so it is and so shall it be. Now what I do is picture the bright Archangel Michael upwards, streaming down through the stellar gateway with the blue light of protection. Michael's sending a sword in the right hand and the shield in the left hand. And from the sword comes this beautiful blue light, almost like a mist, a shower. With his left hand, I'm seeing Michael raise his hand up over his head, directing all of the unnecessary nonsense away. And with the swirling of the tip of this amazing blue sword, with the flames of blue light coming out, it swirls all the way around me. Allow this blue energy to be removing anything that's on your mind, anything that's on your heart. Let it be cut. Let it be free. Now bring your hands over your heart. Think of what you're grateful for, and for me, I'm grateful for the ties and the burden to financial stress to be removed, and it's been removed. I'm grateful for the opportunity to come and speak this morning to all of you. I'm grateful for the increased energy I get to do it and the connection with the universe as one. I am the keeper of my mind and my body. Wherever love is, fear is a stranger, and love's right here. So it is, and so shall it be. Now picture smoke, a mist, the feeling of this sparkly, beautiful golden light, like the rays of the sunshine coming down from way above your head and up from the depths of the floor, meeting in your heart space. Expand it out on the edges of this golden light, these golden shards from the sun. Imagine that it's tinged with soft pink. Raising up over your head, raising out from you in all directions. And gently let your mind settle in your forehead, your brow area, your third eye center. Just concentrate on your breath and stillness. There's nothing to fix. There are no images to force, and if thoughts are creating feelings and they're not connected with the right now and what you're doing with the world of spirit, see them as traffic in your mind rolling through. And if you're looking for your angels, your archangels, even your guardian angel, which is the one that's with you always, presence your mind, the area between your forehead, and make the affirmation of knowing that your guardian angel, spirit guides, and those of this beautiful white light are with you. Thank you, angels, my guardian angel, my archangels, the ascended masters, for reminding me that you're here with me, and it's good to feel your presence. It's good to have you around. Thank you for presenting to me the information I need to know. I'm willing to listen and to receive. And thank you for the abundant gifts of safety, security, abundance, health, much wealth. It feels so good to know that every issue, problem, challenge that you help resolve, it's so good that I can live my purpose in truth, in love, in harmony, in joy, by synchronizing my energy with yours and becoming one with the universal love. So it is, and so shall it be. Bring your hands to prayer at your heart center. Just honor yourself. Honor the benefits you bring to the world, the love that you offer your family members, the importance of you in their lives and them in your life. Lift your thumb knuckles between your forehead center, and together we bow and say namaste. You're all a blessing to me. Thank you so much for this great Monday. Create a beautiful day for yourself, and hopefully we see each other tomorrow. Bye.